Is it stable now? Is everything alright now? Will we have any more problems? Right, it got dark because I wasn't moving my controller. Are we good? Alright, these Discord pop-ups just keep popping up. But is everything stable? Everything should be good now. I really got to make it a habit of making sure
not even sully my hand. Insolent you repulse me.
So it begins again.
You might have prevailed against the others, but not them.
Look into my eyes. Feel my burn.
Hawk was just getting started.
Well, I'm glad it's doing better now. But this one might be shorter because I'm only going to be showcasing like what's in the DLC itself. And then I'll see about getting Morbius. I want to at least try to unlock all characters. Heard the Birds of Prey trailer comes out tomorrow. Alright, I'll be looking forward to that too. Wait, isn't that the Harley Quinn movie? Well, that ought to be interesting. They're still trying to keep a DC cinematic universe, aren't they? Even though we've seen that it doesn't hold up that well. Not as much as they were expecting.
Stop the rise of mutant kind.
Well, that could have definitely gone faster. Yeah, I may have lost a couple of people due to that whole lag situation that happened before. I gotta make it a habit of always having my LAN cable hooked up to my laptop so that the internet connection doesn't falter at all, which will then impair, you know, any lag issues that may happen. So this is a promise that I'll make sure that it doesn't happen again, you guys.
Time has come. Let's make sure your true power.
I'm gonna show you how it's done.
Never noticed how loud my TV was in comparison to everything else. Expected to be the first theatrically released R-rated DC Cinematic Universe movie. We'll see if that actually helps it, because just because they saw Deadpool do it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work out for DC. But we'll see about DC. Welcome back, CJ. This might be a bit shorter since it was cut in half. Main goal is to unlock all these characters, including Morbius, and then I'll call it a session. Can't really game as long as I want to today, due to outside reasons. Bastion should have been in this game. Well, we got someone as obscure as Elsa Bloodstone, so Bastion doesn't seem that far-fetched. Who knows? They could make more DLC after all of this that incorporates villains. We just have to see.
Hulk was just getting started. I promised you death, and Thanos all. Hulk has better things to do than level up, puny idiots.
And I got nothing.
So it begins again.
Welcome back, Jacob. It might be a bit shorter since it was cut in half. The main goal is to unlock Blade and then Morbius. The Sentry gets shafted when it comes to these games. Yeah, because he's essentially Superman, but for Marvel. So incorporating him into gameplay without him being OP might be tricky. But then again, it shouldn't be hard to include. OP characters should be when you complete everything or do like something really, really hard. Just so you can relax after you've done something extremely ridiculous, like get through the game's most difficult mode or whatever. I think OP characters in games should be gifted after you've endured ridiculously difficult hardships and should be used at your leisure however you want. Because one thing I'm not a big fan of is when games give you characters that you know are ridiculously overpowered, but they kind of limit them just because they don't want the game to be too easy or whatever.
Another victory for my people.
But that's just my own opinion. Alright, next we got Blade. But yeah, Keanu Reeves is set. His career is looking really, really nice.
Let's ride.
There is hope yet.
Yeah, he's got Matrix, John Wick Chapter 4, Cyberpunk, and the newly announced Ghost Rider. He's going to be very busy for a very long time.
You might have prevailed against the others, but not then. I should not even sully my hands with you.
Now, why would it have me run all the way here if it's just going to tell me I can't go in these directions? Like, what was the purpose? Wow, I actually need to move. I don't have much time. Okay, gain some time. Gotta move. Oh, I get time when I kill these guys. You think Namor is a reskinned Aquaman? Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed. I can't say that I don't agree with that. Also, is it true that Toby and Tom are throwing shade at Andrew Garfield about having a trilogy? Not sure if it's true, being as I don't follow them. I don't follow them either, so this is the first I'm hearing about it.
Did you truly believe you stood a chance?
Piercing attacks strengthened. Ah, okay, so I think the best bet is knowing what character to use. Ah, there's Blade, and apparently he's backed.
Get ready to learn the true meaning of it.
Feel the power!
The best your species has to offer?
Far too easy. And with that,
Let's get our hunt on.
we got Blade! Oh, this is it. This is the last one, the living vampire. With this one done, we unlock Morbius! But let's go ahead and set ourselves up for maximum potential. So we have Blade, Punisher, and Moon Knight. Next is Morbius, the living vampire. And you know what? I never read the narratives on them, so let me just get it so that my strength can be at its maximum. Venom increases it to 4%. Elektra, it's 6.
Are you sure? I'll give you a second to change your mind.
Introducing the
Nightcrawler, it's 8.
legendary Nightcrawler.
Wolverine, it's 14.
Got it.
You hire me.
And Elektra, it gets boosted to 18. Okay, let's go with these individuals. A massive boost in strength. Besides, with Deadpool, I figured it'd be funny to pit him up against a vampire, knowing full well that it's not going to work. I mean, he was married to a succubus for a long time. My highest levels is Miles Morales and Nightcrawler at 107. I'm still working on mine, so I can't wait to see how they all compare when they're at 150. But let's read through all the narratives. We're not going to go through them, but we're going to read through them all until we get to the end. So, starting out with Outbreak. Seeking the origins of a powerful curse, Doctor Strange and his allies have crossed the barrier between dimensions once again. But when they arrive, they find the deadly infection has already begun to spread out of control. Then in Immortal War, from the streets to the stars, the contagion is rapidly overtaking some of the most powerful beings in the multiverse. Doctor Strange will have to recruit new soldiers in his battle against the curse. In Deadliest Prey, with the legions of infected heroes and villains growing ever stronger, any hopes of victory will fall to those with great experience hunting, well, them. Fortunately, Doctor Strange knows one such hunter. He talking about Wesley. And Blood Moon Rising. The Cursed Warriors continue to grow more ferocious. Not only will it take every ounce of strength and skill the heroes have to survive, it'll also require some questionable alliances to be made. And last but not least, the Living Vampire. As the number of infected enemies increases, the heroes realize they must be close to the source of the curse. If they can determine what caused the outbreak, they might still be able to reverse its effects. Am I still watching Joker on the weekend? Hopefully. I have more free days up this week. Normally I work on Wednesdays, but this week on this Wednesday, I am actually freed, so I only have to go in tonight, tomorrow night, and Friday. Which works out for me because it gives me more time to do this. So, clearing the gauntlet gives us Morbius. Deal 15,000. No, 1,500,000, which translates to about 1,500,000. Defeat 21 Curse and earn a score of 45,000. Never thought to see Deadpool and Wolverine on the same team. Ever know what Wolverine find Deadpool really annoying. Yeah, that's pretty much everyone. But let's go ahead and get this started and unlock Morbius. Have to figure out a day to see Joker because you are going to New York Comic-Con. One day I'm gonna go to a Comic-Con. One day. But I can't now because I'm still linked to the job I have. Doesn't give me the freedom I need. Whereas me going full-time with this channel will give me that freedom. And I know some people don't think too highly of a YouTube career as something that is actually lucrative and can be financially greater than working at a regular job, but I feel that it is, and that's why I'm going after it. Gives me the freedom to do all sorts of things. So one day I'm gonna go to a Comic-Con.
Finally, some action.
Q-Stream, am I able to talk about it? If not, it's cool and I understand. Wait, what you mean? Oh, I got something that annoys me, but it's a very touchy subject. Am I cool to talk about it? Hey, man, we'll find out we'll find out. Just go ahead and say so. If it doesn't seem like something that may carry on the conversation all that well, then we'll see how it goes from there. But, hey man, I'm not going to keep you from saying what you want to say. That's not how this channel runs. As long as it's not the type that'll be disruptive and disrespectful of people already in chat. The Joker film has been accused of influencing a shooting that happened in 2015. The Joker movie. That is being released this year has been accused of influencing a shooting that happened 4 years ago. And wasn't announced until late last year. Joker film has been accused of influencing a shooting that happened in 2015 that's being released October 4th and wasn't announced until late last year. So what does a movie that's being released this year have to do, and was announced last year, what does that have to do with a shooting that happened 4 years ago?
Pew, pew.
The script was being made in 2017, which kind of makes me wonder who came up with this idea. This movie, that the script wasn't being made until 2017. They said okay, hold up. I need all of my brain power for this real quick. They said it influenced the mind of the teenager. A movie that hasn't even come out in theaters yet. Well, and actually it has. It has already. But a movie that came out this year influenced a teenager 4 years ago. Huh? A movie that came out this year influenced the mind of someone from 4 years ago. To answer your earlier question, no, this isn't a touchy subject. Shot and killed 4 people and injured 19. My condolences to everyone involved. But the fact that people are saying that this movie influenced a guy from 4 years ago, I mean, there's a level of dense, there's dense people, and then there's just people who think the earth is flat. The people who came up with this idea that the Joker film has influenced someone 4 years ago, and that's why he did what he did all those years ago. I'm sorry, did Bran warg into this dude and make him watch the Joker film? That's not how time travel works. The heck is wrong with people? They'll do anything to try and pin blame. Must have had a crazy future sight, or he was the three-eyed raven. Joaquin Phoenix says it's not his job to talk about this. My job isn't to influence teenagers, it's to act. And he's right. He cannot control how people behave. People can control how they behave, however, but you cannot blame movies and media on how people behave, because if that was the case, I would be going around trying to find creatures, beat them up, and then carve out parts from them to make weapons that are twice my size. Then I would make armor out of all of them. As much as I play Monster Hunter, if the influence of media was that great, I would think that I could just go out to any sort of military or government installation, set fire to their flag, and proclaim the entire world as my enemy. Sorry, that only works for Luffy. He fully surprised me how he got backlash from parents for his reasoning. Well, these are the same parents that let their 10-year-old kids play Grand Theft Auto and curse online thinking that it's edgy and cool, because, you know, it's not. It's not. So no, this is not a touchy subject, because I'm not ashamed to talk about it either. And if people don't like me for what I'm saying, then too bad. But at the same time, it all comes down to parenting. You are not teaching your kid right if the first thought, if you're perfectly okay with your kid who obviously may not have the type of mental reasoning to play certain games to let them get influenced by it. But the fact that parents are coming at Joaquin for something that he has absolutely no control over, it's stupid. And it shows you just how blind people are today. Oh, we need to have sunshine and rainbows, otherwise our kids will be influenced by something. No, you're the parent. It's called parental guidance for a reason. Not parental guidance is just because, oh, parental guidance means that if a parent is there, then it's okay. No, you choose what, if it looks like something that could mess with the mind of your kid, don't take them to go see it. Like, I went to see It, Chapter 2, and a parent had their kids just sitting in there with them. A movie about a clown that eats children had kids sitting in... my sisters and I, we are both in our 20s. I'm in my late 20s. I'm 27. We were both sitting there, and I looked over next to me, and there was a lady with her 2 kids just sitting up there. They were young. Like, their legs couldn't go over the footrest that the chairs come out of type young. The new one won't even be released in the one theater in which the original shooting from 4 years ago occurred. Wow, really? You came in and heard a clown eating children, please explain. Oh, we're just talking about how some parents out in the world today really don't care about what they let their kids see or what they let their kids be influenced by. So one example is parents out here trying to boycott Joaquin Phoenix about his Joker movie, saying that it's going to influence too many kids and it's bad. And these same type of people are taking their kids to see It, a rated R movie where a clown is eating children. And I was just talking about how me and my sisters went to go see It Chapter 2, and a mom had her 2 kids just sitting there with her, just sitting up there like it was nothing. Just watching Pennywise eat kids. He also received backlash for playing the mentally ill Joker, saying he wasn't mentally ill and he was just using it for profit. Oh. I'm sorry. There is only so much stupidity I can take before my head starts to hurt. An actor playing a mentally ill character is receiving backlash because he's not actually mentally ill and he's only doing it for profit. I mean, firstly, he is an actor. And actors get paid to act. Secondly, Joker is a character. He is not real. He is not real. He's a made-up character who is mentally ill. And Joaquin Phoenix is receiving backlash because he's not actually mentally ill and he's just playing a mentally ill character for profit. Oh boy. Let me just move on to the next challenge. I need a distraction. Because there's only so much dense stupidity I can take from one singular setting. There are really some really not smart people out there in the world today. Sorry if I sound like I'm coming down on these people, but there's dense and then there's common sense. And not a lot of people have that. So actors like Jamie Foxx who play mentally ill characters should receive backlash now. That's basically what they're saying. You're not an actually mentally ill person. You're just playing as one to make money. I mean, he's an actor. How else is he going to get paid if he does not act?
No way to run and run while you still can.
Look, Tropic Thunder was ahead of its time. It knew exactly how people were going to be acting as soon as the year it came out stopped. People have gone full it's just disappointing that people are so blind. Only Joaquin Phoenix is the person you've seen. Oh, don't forget, he influenced the shooting from 4 years ago with the film being released this year. Yeah. I hate to be the one to say it, and here's the thing. I like to believe in the good in all people, but for every 10 good people, there's 150,000 stupid people that think that whatever they say is the most right thing ever. And it's sad that they have a bigger voice than people with common sense. But, you know, whatever makes headlines, because that makes more sense.
Who's first? Any volunteers? You? Yeah, you. Well, yes! If I beat one more villain, I get a free sandwich.
Sorry, this is just my opinion, you guys. I don't want to seem like I'm just going hard for no unnecessary reason. But it just amazes me just how deep. It's only Americans? Yeah, that's the sad thing. I live in this country, and I have to deal with this amount of stupidity on a regular basis. I'm not ashamed to say it. America is not the greatest country in the world like some people here in America like to think. It's not. We literally have so many problems that we can't keep count. Yet we like to tote off that we're a land of the free and home of the brave, and then we got a whole bunch of people in this country who do so much stupid stuff that we are literally one of the laughing stock countries of the world. That's true. It's true. It's like the video game topic. Why not in other countries they have the same situations? The people that say that movie influence kids to do bad stuff are as dumb as the people who say video games make people commit crimes. Exactly. Because why haven't I gone out to be an assassin after watching John Wick? I mean, all I need is just to train a little bit, then I could be just like him. No, because it's a movie. And John Wick is not a normal person. Dude can fall from a roof and survive. If I fell from the roof from the end of Parabellum, I would die. I would not hit anything that would cause me pain but allow me to live. I would hit everything that would break every pivotal bone in my body, and I would just straight up die. Because these are movies. Movies and media that are not real are supposed to detract from the overall reality of the world. I mean, this is why I play games. This is why I don't watch live television. Me and my family, we just don't have cable. They have like some sort of streaming service now that they can watch their shows, but I don't watch the news because it's depressing. I prefer to game than to just do anything anything bad. I mean, video gaming is my hobby and it keeps me sane. Video games keep me sane because the world out there today is just crazy. I'm sorry, I had a moment. But yeah, it only happens in America because we Americans have a very high penchant for doing stupid stuff and saying stupid things. But then we try to insult other countries and say that we're so good at what we do when we can't even have a country where a skin color is not seen as a sense of value. Kyushu would be hated by SJWs for saying video games don't cause violence. I don't care. That's why I'm glad none of them are on my channel. Because then they'd probably dislike every video I have just to show me. I ain't scared. Alright, next is Ultron. Here I am getting distracted. Supposed to be taking down Morbius. But that's just my opinion on things. This is why I can't talk about other countries and whether they have situations going on with them, because America's no better. We have no right to talk about other countries, whether they have shortcomings or not, when our entire history has been built on shortcomings. It's just my opinion. But an entire country that can't even live in the same place with people of different nationalities and races, I feel, is not a great country. There's far too many things wrong with this country for it to see itself as a great nation. Doesn't matter how many good people there are, there's always at least a few dozen other dumb people with very narrow-minded views that kind of ruin the experience for us. In the UK, we've had like 3 massive shootings in about 7 years. In America, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have one every 7 weeks. Because people ain't got good sense.
So what? I beat an apocalypse. It was at Checkers, but still.
Let's go, Bob.
Target locked.
Save some for
without
me,
me.
Bob.
Any room for me?
But the acid attacks are usually how people become victims of these tragic events.
Attack.
Any room for me?
Save some for me, Bob.
Yeah, it's sad that these same people who make our country look bad and promote less than hospitable ideals are the same people that are in charge of major things in this country. Now, here's the thing. Coming from me, I know it may not seem like much, but I apologize on behalf of people in America with common sense if anyone has dealt with any of you from different nationalities in a less than hospitable way. Because if I remember correctly, I thought we followed under a Declaration of Independence. It's more like 1 mass shootings every 3 months here on average. The fact that you have to add in on average is an issue.
Not without me.
Any room
Save
for
some
me?
for me, Bob. Save some
Any
for
room
me,
for
Bob.
me?
Oh, I didn't even get to open my favorite pouches.
You're an American, your word is probably better than I can say, being as I'm an outsider and not experience the American lifestyle. Well, here's the thing. Like I said, I can only give my opinion on things, and even though I don't speak for everyone, I'm just sorry that whenever America is brought up with its problems, it's too big for it. I feel like I have to apologize for the amounts of times that America should be apologizing for its actions, but it tries to sweep it under the rug and then try and pin the blame on other people. You know what just dawned on me? People who apologize for America's shortcomings are Fujitora, and everyone else is a Kainu trying to save face. That's exactly what this is. On average, would make it seem like they should put more precautions in place. Precautions? They're too busy trying to seal up the lower half of America from people who actually want to come over to this side because America is oh so special and only belongs to people who have been there beforehand. They are not thinking about precautions.
Try to keep up.
Who's first? Any volunteers?
But I say once again, this is not a touchy subject, because if I don't acknowledge this, I can't pretend like I don't see this happening. I can't pretend like there's so many things going on that I'm not aware of. I'm aware of them, it's just that I gotta be careful how I approach it. Even though I'm not an expert in this sort of types of conversations, I can only say with the words that I know, and from the opinions that I have, what I think of it. But I just gotta be careful, because not everyone will kind of see things how I see things. Mental health, better parenting, actually less censorship and more responsibility would go a great distance in decreasing mass shootings. Responsibility! That's the word that everyone doesn't really like to use here. And when I say everyone, I mean people who actually don't like responsibility. I'm not including all of America in that, just people who don't want to take the time to do these things because, oh no, then that just means more work. But like I said, I can only give my opinion on certain things.
When their master was defeated, the infected were cured of their affliction. Curious development, but certainly not an unwelcome.
This is why this is one of the reasons why I built this channel, to show that not all of America, with all due respect, our president doesn't even give sympathetic apologies. If someone brushes off, he needs to fix up. Okay, so like I said, sometimes it can be a touchy subject, but I'm gonna say this. I feel the leader of a country should be careful what they say and not say the first thing that comes off of the top of their head. They should take the time to think of their words, read the room, and then see what they're going to say next. Because as a leader of a country, your every move is watched and criticized. And if you do things that are not with common sense, you will be called out on it. People will not like you for it. And then people will be waiting for you to either be impeached or waiting for the next person to come up. A patient man should know what words he's going to say. An impatient one is the one who will get up there, say whatever's on his mind, and then try to retract on it later through social media. Just looking good in the eyes of the people is not enough to run a country. One should be careful what words they say. Otherwise, such words can be held over you for the entirety of your life. Also, one should be humble in the face of power, lest power overtake you.
The infected are being reborn at an alarming rate. We must contain them if we hope to prevent the curse from spreading.
Had I heard of the gamer running for president 2020? I have not.
cure yourself of your affliction, yield only pain for those around
Ah! I got 8.
Something for me, bub.
you wrought this curse.
Woo! Challenge completed.
Now you shall help us release innocents who suffer its effects.
The living vampire.
And we got Morbius. Oh wait, that's phase 1? Phase 2? Wait, what does this give me? Hold on a sec. My father is calling me. Yes, father! Alright, I'm back. Yo, Cool K, what's going on? I had to take a picture from my dad because he's fixing up the car. Where have... Oh, what have I been missing out on? Get what you mean? Okay, on a very good note, you got a notification from a girl wanting to see Joker Friday with me. Oh, snap! Look at Jacobs! You would figure that someone who's been on for so long would know how to properly package a message, but alas. And nice you got a date, that's wonderful, but here's the thing, me and all the boys from 6th form was gonna watch it together and get 5 guys afterwards. It's like 17 of you going. Oh, okay. Sounds like an episode from Seinfeld. Hey, you want to go to, you get a text from her letting you know that she wants to go see Joker, and then he says, alright, this is going to be awesome. Then your boys come in and say, hey, we're going to go see Joker on Friday. Boom, 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 boom. And the boys have this thing, first to get a girlfriend owes each one of the other 16 20 quid. Ooh. Alright, so we got all the characters unlocked. So what we're going to do is we're going to make up a team of Blade, Punisher, Moon Knight, and Morbius, take them through a couple of stages and see how they perform. And now... Hot Pockets piece of pastry, if you remember. Ah, yes, you are correct. Alright. Punisher.
Big guns. I am vengeance. I am justice. Bloodsuckers. Beware the living vampire.
Alright, it looks like our mastery has risen to 15%. So, Punisher, Moon Knight, Blade, and Morbius. Let's all see how they perform. And then I think I'll call it a session here for today. Like I said, I can't go for too long because I want to be able to rest up a little bit before I have to sleep for work. Don't worry, guys. Soon, before the end of this year, that will be a thing of the past. I'm just speaking it out there because, you know, you got to speak as though it were already. Something I was raised to, the kind of mindset I was raised to have. And it's going to happen before this year's over, so that way I can do this full time and, you know, not have to worry about going to sleep at night. I can just continue to game forever. Or make videos forever, however. You're quitting work? Not yet. I don't want to have to try and do YouTube and a job at the same time. Because at some point something's got to give. But I'm not going to leave it until I'm making enough from YouTube where I can actually leave it and not worry about it anymore. But it is a goal of mine to leave where I'm from. I'd rather do what I love to do than just humdrum it at a place where I don't quite enjoy it as much. Like, I got people there that I enjoy being around, but that's about it. It's not to say that the job is horrible, but I just rather do something that I know I'm good at and I enjoy every time I do it, rather than, you know, gotta sleep for work and then get up there. That being said, I'm thankful that I actually have a job now, because a lot of people cannot say the same. I'm just working towards doing what I love to do as a living for the rest of my life than that. One would think, but since my monetization just came right back up, I guess it's just like a slow rise. A little bit. But I think it should as well, but only time will tell. But eventually I'm going to leave my job and then do this full time. Because, well, I already said. So, let us go to the main menu. So tempted to watch the One Piece reactions, but I'll get spoiled so bad. If you're an anime-only watcher, do not watch them, man. Thank you for the confidence in me, Kuke. It really does mean a lot. Because when I first started this channel, I was wondering if I was able to do anything at all, or if it could move anywhere. And seeing as how that I have in excess of 1,000 people who are subscribed to me and watching the stuff that I do, it's humbling, you know? So which mission should I take? Defeat 100 enemies. I know I got a rush mission somewhere. Ah, here we go. Actually, you know what? Before we go in there, let's look at our team. Look at Moon Knight. Half Batman, but stands like Superman. Then we got Morbius over here, who looks just straight feral. I think he's liking those guns a little bit too much. So we got Punisher with heavy artillery and fire in the hole. We haven't leveled him up enough to get any more of his moves, nor have we leveled him up enough to put any more isolate in there. Honestly felt as a community and you mostly the 1K milestone was absurd. Over 1K people live or like you enough to subscribe and help with a career. Yes, but at the same time, I don't want to At the same time, I don't want to come off as the kind that says like, "Oh, you guys have got to help me. You guys have got to help me in order to make this dream a reality." No, I'm thankful for the people who stick around and, you know, subscribe at the same time. But I'm not going to be the type that is expecting people to subscribe to me in order to make this dream a reality. I know it's going to come in time. That's why I don't try to overly encourage people to, you know, help me with that. I mean, your guys' viewership is more than enough for me. And I'm trying to get to his powers. Here we go. We don't know what this is. 15 and 20. Alright, use an experience cube. That smoke screen for him.
Level up.
So we get smoke screen and sniper shot. In a game where you're supposed to be mobile and not stand still too often, you have a move that may require you to stand still. Alright, Moon Knight, we have Moon Landing. Still humble, not gonna lie, I do a flex after reaching 1,000. As easy as that would be, I don't want the sense of, you know, accomplishment to override my ability. I don't want to be done in by my own hubris. which is why I take everything in stride. I'm thankful for everything that has happened for my channel so far and for everyone who's helped me get this far. But I don't want to get so into it that I just start thinking that, oh, I got all these people, now I can do whatever I want. No, you gotta remain humble in the midst of success. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. But we got Moon Landing, Vengeance Burst, Khonshu's Fury, and Crescent Kick. Now with Punisher, let's actually look at those moves. So, Heavy Artillery leaps in the air and shoots assault rifles in the direction the character is facing. Why can't it just be a held down move? Where I can just shoot dual assault rifles in one direction. I mean, he's clearly holding two of them. Why can't I use both of them at the same time? Fire in the Hole retreats while throwing grenades in the direction the character is facing. Smoke Screen blinds foes with smoke bombs and then attacks with a knife. And Sniper Shot aims and fires a sniper rifle in front of the character. Damage is increased to foes caught in the laser sight. Hold to charge. So can I move during this, or is it something that I have to stand still? Because standing still will get you killed in this game. Alright, Moon Knight. Moon Landing grapples to a target spot in the air, then attacks everything in the area as the character lands. Hold button to aim. Vengeance Burst leaps backwards and throws crescent-shaped blades that explode. Hate YouTubers who have millions of subs that lead them to have a god complex. Oh, good lord, no. I never want to get to that point. I'm only human. I will make mistakes. And I don't expect people to just, you know, linger on my every single word. Because, like even me talking now, I could say in and everything about, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. But I rather my actions speak for me. Leap backwards and throw crescent-shaped blades that explode. Khonshu's Fury. Swing nunchucks in all directions and attacks to the front of the character. Press repeatedly to continue attacking. I'm just not realizing what you typed up. Calf, cough. Cough, cough. I've never seen it spelled that way. As long as you never doubt yourself, it shouldn't matter what others think. Oh no, I've never doubted myself, ever. I know who I am. I refuse to let anything alter my mind because some people cannot handle pressure and some people cannot handle fame. Some people cannot handle the expectations of other people, but I've been told that I am abnormally calm. And I've kind of been that way for a great number of years. As long as I have breath in me, I will not allow anything that happens, whether it's me in real life or on YouTube, to alter my perception of what I see or whatever. The Kyushu you know since the beginning is going to be the same one throughout the years. Crescent Kick advances to close in on foes, then kicks them as the character jumps. Alright, so these are interesting. And then we come to Blade. Spinning Swords performs a jumping spinning cut. Hold button to charge. Use the left stick to move. High Stakes. Fire silver spikes in the direction the character is facing. Hold button to charge. Use left stick to move. Flings his glaive, which bounces off of one enemy to another. Hold button to charge. Use left stick to move. I'm noticing a pattern here. Off the Chain swings around a tethered blade to attack everything in the area. Hold button to charge, use left stick to move. Yep, I'm noticing a bit of a pattern here. It does look interesting. You told her... So Sophie's the girl that's supposed to be going with you to Joker. You told her the bet, and she said she'll chip in. Oh, really? Oh, look at this expert gentleman right here. She said she'll bring friends for the boys. Looks like somebody's gonna be collecting 20 quid from 16 other people. And last but not least, I'm liking this conversation. I like talking to you guys on top of playing games, so I hope you don't mind if not that much moves on the screen and I'm just talking to you guys. How the turntables. I never heard it put quite that way, but I agree. Claws and Fangs jumps forwards onto foes and drains their health, temporarily boosting damage the character inflicts. I'm sorry, that's actually cool. Vicious Vamp. Slash with claws and both hands in the direction the character is facing. Press repeatedly to continue attacking. Biggest flexes in UK anime. Jacob's Charles with his buddies over to see Joker on this weekend. Has told his friend Sophie that with a bet, he could be getting at least 20 quid from his 16 friends. Oh, what an absolute mad lad. Next flex. Notification bet over 5 guys. Hypnotic Stare. Stares at foes in front of the character and paralyzes them for a time, increasing the amount of damage they take. And then last is Slashing Strike. Closes distance to foes at high speed and cuts into them. Press repeatedly to continue attacking. All interesting skills from Morbius. But let's go ahead and play around with these guys and see how they do. Need to deconstruct some ISO 8 because you are out of storage space. Wow, it'll actually keep you from playing anything until you clear out your ISO. Went bankrupt twice over your mom messaging you because of the bet. Oh. Be careful, my friend. I'm sorry. 957 out of 1,000 is not out of space. The heck, game? Alright. Let's just get rid of these. They still haven't increased the amount that you can deconstruct at one given time. We lay our phones in a line on the table. First one to get a notification better take out a loan. Basically the negotiator. To the boys now. Sounds like you're the liaison. It sounds amazing though. Sound like you having you some fun over there, man. I can just see Grievous right now. Ah, yes, the negotiator. Jacob Charles, we've been waiting for you. I'm just deconstructing these things so I can actually take part in a fight I'm just going to show them off, see what they can do, see what their potential is. The lads and girls have a 6-form rule that surprisingly had been going on for 9 years in the academy. They compete over simple things like who can complete coursework or something or other rather petty. Sounds like a good close-knit amount of friends if they've been doing this for over 9 years. Is this game worth $60? Usually ends in argument between boys and girls. For Wolf Boy, I feel like it is. I honestly feel like it is. Like, there's a lot of replay value. They've added some updates that increase the replay value. And this is just from the update alone, outside of the expansion. Like, they've increased the level cap. They've added new costumes. And I feel like with every update they release for every expansion, the game gets better and better. What I will suggest, though, is sure, it could be good to buy at $60, but I would say wait. Wait for it to go on sale. I bought it full price because I wanted to have it on the channel and show it off to you guys and, you know, just have a steady stream of content on the channel. But for you, I would say wait. Wait for a sale. Or, you know, watch other people play it. See if there's something in the game that you think would actually interest you. Before you buy the game, just see how it looks to you. And if it scratches that itch you have for this type of game, then that's my suggestion to you. But just do your research on it a little bit, see people play it, see what people say, and see if there are, you know, some common factors among different people who think it's the same thing. Not gonna lie, it does seem a bit threatening. 17 lads and like 15 girls in public, in a group in public. Intimidating to who? They might think it's just a flash mob. Outside of school. Alright, we shouldn't have any more problems. Outside of school, you are usually chill until a bet is made. All so interesting, the lives of my viewers. Really is interesting. Oh, we got enough points to increase one of the smaller hexagons that are here. Light attack damage, yes, because I always tend to use those. And I wonder what happens if I fill this up. Because in the shaded area, it shows that there's more space. If I fill this up, does that mean that there's even more space? And more nodes that I can increase? Have to say. By the way, this game is 100% worth the money. Oh yes, it is. It's worth the money. Just saying that if it's something that people would be interested in, then see if it has what they're looking for before they get it. Doesn't really matter if you don't have the packs. No, it does not. The game is good without the packs. I'm just glad that the updates that they're doing don't require that you have the packs in order to take advantage of them. Need to confess you committed the biggest gaming taboo. Let me guess, you pre-ordered something. Or you bought a microtransaction. Might buy this game if it's $30. Well, if that's the case, then just keep an eye on any sales on it. But the game is definitely worth it. Alright, let's see how Punisher performs. Okay. Okay, Punisher. I see you. You've purchased FIFA packs, the amount of ads in the game brainwashed you. Well, here's my opinion on that. It is not my place to reprimand anyone who takes part in microtransactions. I myself do not like them, but it's not my place to call people out on it or to try and ridicule them or do anything towards them. You packed one good character out of like 30 packs. It's, hey man, at the end of the day, it's not my place to, you know, as much as I don't like microtransactions in certain games, I have absolutely no place to call people out on whatever they choose to do with their money. That is completely your choice. You hate FIFA, you have no idea why. Got one pack and it was like, I'll get something better in the next one. Hey, that's what we've been saying. That's how they get you. Make you feel like, oh, okay, you're just gonna pull out an RPG all of a sudden? So him going guns blazing is actually him. It wasn't one more pack, it was 29 others. Wait a minute, how much were these packs? That jump back move is actually pretty good. 7 quid. How much is 7 quid in US dollars? Can't look at that right now since I'm fighting. Like 9 or 10. 9 or 10 US dollars, and you got 29 of those? Wait a minute. 29 times 10. The heck, that's $290. If every single pack you got was like 7 quid each. 290 US dollars. Oh, okay, we might need to address this right now. Jacob, you might need to slow it down just a bit. Like I said, it's not my place to call people out on whatever they choose to spend their money on, but you do not want to become like those kids who spent all of their parents' money. Like, I'm not saying that it's your parents' money that you're using, but you don't want to become like those kids who empty out the bank account getting packs for a character that have like 0.1% chance of dropping in a pack. I mean, that's why I had to delete some of the games that have that similar mechanic on my phone, because one example is Bleach Brave Souls. One of my favorite games, even though it has like implementations on it for microtransactions and everything, and like they got characters that I really want to get, and I earned the orbs necessary to, you know, like summon 10 or plus characters with high levels, and some of them I actually managed to get a hold of, but some I will spend like an entire year's worth of orbs earned from different missions and stories to get a single character, and sometimes I won't even get them. I won't even get like a character that's beneath them, and it's just a complete waste. Completely understand how addicting it is to keep buying packs. Yes, that's the whole goal, is to keep you buying. You, the consumer, it is their goal to keep you buying at all times, with the prospect of you getting something. You gotta be careful because they lure you in. They let you get one good thing, and then you think that your luck is gonna last you every time. Then when you don't get it, then you still got it in the back of your mind like, maybe this will be the chance that I get it. Maybe this will be the chance that I get it. Maybe this will be the chance that I get it. And it's all a ploy to keep you going back for more. Maybe I shouldn't have picked this mission to display their abilities.
The blood of my foes this night.
Wars.
Yep, that didn't go well. Might have picked the wrong rift in order to show them off. Maybe I should do something a little bit easier than this. But you gotta be careful. The purpose of microtransactions is to do it in a way that if you can't earn something in-game, then they'll try and entice you to just use your own money to get it. But then they put a little spin on it and make it so that even if you were to spend money, there's no 100% guarantee that you will get what you pay for. You got Mbappe worth 500k FIFA coins and you can't even sell them. How the enemies claw longer than Morbius? I don't know. You can't get FIFA coins unless you buy packs. And here's the thing. Which version of FIFA are you playing? Because I might say something that may seem a little bit dreary to you in a minute. 20. Alright, so when the next one comes out, will you be able to take all the characters you paid for with packs over to that new game? Well, so in other words, you can only enjoy the characters you earn in this one game. So when the next one comes out, everything you spent your money on with packs in order to get that one singular character, you would, in retrospect, have to spend that same amount again, possibly even more, just to get them in the next game. Am I correct in saying this? It's the only game I actually spent microtransactions on. But still, if you were to get the next FIFA game, all that you spent your microtransactions on may not mean much because you won't be able to take what you paid for to the next game. You got it on disc, so I'm 100% going to get rid of it. Hey man, I can't convince you otherwise, but me, I feel like if you do microtransactions in games, don't do it into a way where your next game makes whatever you spent your money on completely obsolete and then people just have to do it all over again. I mean, there's a lot of games out there that do microtransactions in their games, but they don't do it in an egregious way that tells you that, hey, if we do another game, then all the money you spent on us does absolutely nothing. Like, there are like free-to-play games out there. It's gonna keep convincing me to buy packs. That's why you gotta resist. That's all. You gotta resist. Resist. Resist the temptation. All I need to hear off of one of the girls' avoids is bet you won't, and I'll 100% do it. You gotta resist temptation, man. Resist peer pressure and resist temptation. Don't let outside sources convince you of what you know is right. Closest thing to microtransaction that I've used is buying more red orbs in DMC5 and the deluxe edition. I've spent less than $20 all in all. As soon as I hear bet you a tenner you won't pull Ronaldo in 12 packs, guess what I'll have to do? You can say no to the bet. Doesn't make you any less of a person if you say no to a bad bet. Because I'm not going to bet that I pull a certain amount of characters in 12 pulls or not. Because that's money I'm just going to straight out lose out on. I mean, my luck is based on 2 factors. One, can I do it? Or how many odds of the chance do I have of doing it? Like, here's the thing. An example. I'll triple O back. You'll triple back if I back down. See, well, while I appreciate your penchant for never backing down from a challenge and you being brave enough to take it on, at the same time, you can say no. I mean, it won't matter in the end if all your money's gone and then you would owe on top of not having anything at all. Just don't let these games get to you, man, because they will. I mean, people are already... Ooh! Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, so apparently people are canceling their pre-orders because of the microtransaction and the predatory pay-to-win mechanics in Modern Warfare. Tons of pre-orders have been recalled because of what the game showed. I forgot to tell you guys. Young Yeah put it up a little while ago, and I haven't even watched it, but him just saying that tons of pre-orders have been canceled. Hold on, let me see if I can actually find the video still up on my feed. Mr. Young! There we go. Tons of pre-orders lost for Call of Duty Modern Warfare after pay-to-win loot box and survival mode protests, leaker claims. Glad I haven't bought it. Yeah, me too. I pre-ordered that. I spend 90 quid on the deluxe edition. Wait, you pre-ordered Call of Duty? Like I said, man, it's not my place to talk to people about what they choose to spend their money on. But I'm pulling up the sources, just to ensure that I'm getting the right amount of information. And he's got the sources inside of his description, so I'm checking that out right now. Okay, Activision and Infinity Ward apparently recently held a big meeting regarding my recent posts about supply drops. The gist of it is that they lost a ton of pre-orders with the recent news of Survival being delayed by a year on PC and Xbox, and the microtransaction news, and are thinking about giving the player the options to earn them again. Nothing regarding microtransactions is set in stone, and like I've said countless times before, they are a constant work in progress. But my source wanted to let the community know that they really care. And then the next one says... So they could actually be changing the exclusivity deal for the survival mode, and they could be changing the whole microtransaction pay-to-win mechanic that they got going on right now. But we have to see. But people are already on the fence about games when they say, hey, we got some cosmetic microtransactions. I mean, they tried to say that for Fallout 76, and they said we would never have any pay-to-win loot mechanics or anything like that, and now they have, or anything that will affect gameplay, and now they have refrigerator units that you can buy, and repair units that you can buy, which directly affects gameplay. So, so I can understand people being a little bit apprehensive. Stupid bet we done was Katie bet Cody he couldn't jump the cut, a British slang for canal. It was 40 quid, bet she banged his shins up and split one open. The inside of his leg looked like mincemeat. Blood was gushing out, horrible stuff. Y'all be doing some dangerous bets over there in the UK. Just remind me never to take a bet from y'all. I like my shins. I like my skin intact. I like my body the way I like any type of balloon that I would tend to buy, without any holes in it. He banged his shins, not she. Okay. I realize now that I gotta be careful reading out your stuff because it may have some text grammar stuff in there. He got 70 quid compensation for attempting it. Wow. You guys over there in the UK, like I said, don't bet me to do nothing down there. I like my body intact. Alright, so that was Morbius. Actually, you know what? We need to try out every single move from every single character. So let's do it again in this fight. So Punisher, bomb move, shoot move, sniper move, smoke screen, Morbius. Bet you won't buy FIFA 20 and watch the FIFA pack ads. Yeah. I won't. See how tempting it is? I wasn't tempted to think about it. I was trying to find the right words to tell you that I ain't gonna do it. I got far too many things that I could spend my money on than FIFA transaction packs. Hypnotic gaze. I mean, see how tempting it is to buy a pack after the ads. You know what? I'm pretty sure that someone's got a video up on YouTube about FIFA ads, so I'm actually going to look that up. And one character I have yet to play as is Blade, who has 2 swords. Comes out of our taxes. Good thing they have largely free healthcare across the pond. Yeah, it comes out of our taxes. Okay. Okay, not a bad moveset for all these new guys. And 2 characters I have yet to showcase since I unlocked them is Cyclops and Colossus. I'm going to showcase those 2, and then I'll call it a session. Overall, I just want to say thank you guys for, stopping by and watching. And thank you for your continued support of this channel, as this channel moves into its full-time position. Slowly but surely, it's going to happen. Most likely before the end of this year. So, firstly, before we end it, let's go ahead and get Colossus and Cyclops. The ads are like you want a better Ultimate Team, proceeds with Gambling Simulator trailer. Ugh. So let's switch out Punisher with Colossus and then get Cyclops in there.
Don't regret your decision. I promise you this.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
You are the best. You got it.
I will not let you down.
Alright, we got the X-Men. Colossus, Cyclops, Wolverine, and Storm, the OG! Will you be doing pre-recorded episodes as well as live? Yes. Yes, I will. Like, if I feel like doing some comedy videos where I'm just messing around on different things, then I most definitely will. I just do streams because it allows me to connect with you guys a little bit easier, and they tend to get a lot more viewership than just some of my regular vids. It depends on what the vid is. But I still need to make videos for Code Vein, and The Surge, and Control. Ooh, I really want to play Control. I've seen people play through that game, and it looks very interesting, and I can't wait to play it. Not to mention that I have Days Gone, which I haven't started, and I figure like I might start that in October, due to October being, spooky month, with Halloween and whatnot. So I might be a month where I play a lot of spooky games, games that could scare me, and, me be freaked out. So Days Gone might work due to the whole zombie outbreak type thing. Just don't go on any mission to destroy Mother Mold with that team. I think it would be hilarious to watch you play Alien Isolation. I don't know. Want to buy Days Gone next week or just wait for Black Friday? Same with Control. Alright, Black Friday is a thing that's going to be happening soon. Oh, the game deals. But let me get out of here so I can go ahead and play as these guys, because it's already getting close to the time where I usually take a nap before I go to work tonight. If only I could be on here just a tad bit longer. But I digress. Another spooky game I'll probably be playing is Resident Evil 2. I got that, and I haven't even started it yet. So Resident Evil 2, Days Gone, and what other games do I have that are scary and spooky? I'm trying to remember. We'll be buying Jedi Fallen Order because I doubt it will be cheaper. FIFA packs on Black Friday will be like 7 quid reduced to $6.99. Blair Witch game. Resident Evil 2 Remake? Yes, I have that, and I haven't started it yet, because I've been saving it for October, because that will be what I call Spooky Game Month. So anything that can surprise me and make me scream at the top of my lungs, I most likely will be trying to play that, because I feel like people are more entertained by my frantic screaming moments than anything else that I do, other than One Piece. The remake is supposed to be good. From what I hear and what I played, it looks really good. I'll just have to see how it is. Grandma's sorry for a stroke. Hey man, you're fine. I can understand it. I can read between the lines fairly quickly. Alright, let's try out Colossus. Do you count We Happy Few as a horror game? At the very least, I may count it as a thriller, but not a horror game. Is that supposed to be Colossus's full counter? Can I do an impression of Vincent Price? At the current time, I cannot, because I haven't practiced Vincent Price, and the last thing I want to do is ruin the name of such a phenomenal voice actor and actor. About the closest I could probably get is Ratigan. So, Fallen Order Deluxe Edition came with saber hilts, saber colors, and many other things what I'd expect from a Deluxe Edition, unlike Modern Warfare, where you just get the game early. Alright, that was Colossus. Now let's try out Cyclops.
Prepare for battle. Clear the field. Clear the field.
Oh, I like that move very much. Is there one where I can just hold the beam down and just shoot until I'm tired? Yo, you can strafe while you shoot this. This is so nice. I think he's the only beam character. Wow, we cleared it out already? He's the only beam firing character I know of that can actually move while you shoot the beam. And least of all, able to dodge side to side. So you literally could stand at one side of the room and just sweep it. And I got S+ from that. Okay, one more retry because I didn't try out all of his moves. So he's got a ricochet shot. He's got a shot where he can shoot into the ground. So much potential with this. Yo, Cyclops is kind of a bad dude. Sophie said, bet you won't let us join you guys. Huh? Join what? Oh, join the guys. Oh, okay. Alright, let's find another mission, and let's see if we can get the specials. Like the special moves for them down. There should be another rush mission I can do here. If we go the first girl's phone to get a notification pays for all 30 plus. Plus 5 guys, that is. Sounds like a substantial amount. One boy is designated to buy tickets, the rest buys own popcorn. Well, there's a lot of thought put into this. Same as the girls.
Peace is no longer an option.
Well, isn't it ironic that we're fighting Sentinels now?
Let our storms converge. Clearer skies ahead. Let our storms converge.
Save some for me, bub.
Clear the field. Clear the field.
Lost strike. my bike.
Sentinels look clean in this game. Oh yeah, they look crazy clean. And don't let the appearance of the stream fool you. It's only at 720. It looks so much better in game itself. But we got a good view of Cyclops and Colossus's specials, and I think that's where I'm going to call it a session for today. I feel like I'll have a lot more time to stream when either tomorrow or like Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday I have the day off, and even though I have to work tomorrow, I don't have to do like a reflection or anything, so that gives me more than ample time to do like another stream or maybe just another video tomorrow in general. But this is where I'm going to call it here for today, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, and I'll never stop saying this because I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate you. I really do. Whether it's just through your viewership, super chat, or whatever means you guys feel to support this channel, I appreciate every single venue. You guys are amazing. This channel would not be where it is today if it wasn't for you guys saying, I'm going to take the time to watch this guy. He seems alright. So you guys, it is with my humblest thank yous and sincerest, what is the word? Sincerest appreciation, there it is, that I say thank you for making this channel of Kyushu92 as big as it is and helping it grow even more. I appreciate every single one of you, and it's amazing that there's 1,000 people out there who like what I do. I thought 100 people was something, but now I have 1,000, so thank you. Thanks for the stream. I appreciate all people here for tuning in, and especially thanks to Kyushu for the content. Well, I thank you that you enjoy it. As long as people are able to enjoy themselves whenever I make something, be it a stream or a video, then I know I've done good for the day. But I'm going to end it here, folks. So with that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples!